Flosstube, it's Janet with Janet Jabber. I'm coming at you with episode 200. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for choosing to stop by and see what this is about. And if you're a returning friend, thank you so much for stopping by again this week and getting an update on my stitching and my family life and all the things. So I do want to put a reminder out here. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please do thumbs up, subscribe. It just gets my content out for other people, and I just like to share the goodness. So with that, let's jump in. I want to first, as you see, I have Opie here. He is doing better, but he's not, it's going to take a while to mend him. So he's off of his pain medicine, but he still is like walking around with just 3 legs, but he's a master at it. So he runs right out there with Gabby with no problem at all. So there's that, but it'll take him a while for that to heal. And he's not in pain. So that's the big thing for me anyway. I also want to thank everyone for all their support in regards to the memories. I had so many other people shout out and say they had memories of Disney and they did all the things when their kids were little. So that is, it's cool. It's just cool. And like I said, it creates memories for us. So with that, I do want to mention, as you can probably see if you've been a regular, I have new glasses. I mentioned that they were on their way, and so I picked these up. These are Costco glasses. And the reason I'm talking about this, what does this have to do with stitching? Well, for one, you probably see me different. And for two, I told you they noticed that my bifocal line was wrong in the other lenses. And I didn't think anything of it until I started wearing these. And wow, for one, I've not had to wear the cheaters. Now, on certain things, I would have to still probably wear cheaters on like 40 count and stuff like that. But my 32 count, I'm able to just stitch in hand, which is how I like to stitch, and stitch with just good lighting. So that is kind of cool. And I noticed I'm not having to do this when I do a lot of things. So yeah, evidently the line was off and I didn't know it. So there you go. I also want to mention here at the very beginning, before I get into my normal stuff, I'm going to brag on my older sister. My sister Annette, I'm popping her picture in here, got Best of Show at the county fair, which I'm so excited for her. She doesn't enter every single year, but she loves to put her stuff in. This is called the French Quakers French alphabet. She's probably yelling at me. It was a design custom made that has like her family last name and all of her kids' names and initials hidden within it. And it was really cool and a long process to do, but she finally got it by doing like 30 minutes a day or a technique like that. So congratulations, Annette. I'm so proud of you, and your hard work is beautiful, of course. So I am going to get into our regular stuff on here. I want to remind you, in the description box below, I have a Happy Mail link that lets me just randomly send out Happy Mail. So if you want a shot of just getting a little thank you card or whatnot, that's all it's used for. Go ahead and fill that out, and I randomly pick out Happy Mail. And little cards and send out. It does help when I have a drawing, but it's not required. I also mentioned last time that I had a couple people buy me a coffee. I do want to actually say their name. I looked it up. Kathy, thank you, and Debbie, thank you so much for buying me a coffee. It helps with the mailing of those thank you notes and the giveaway mailings that I do. So thank you very much. And speaking of giveaways, I have 2 charts that were given to me. They're the exact same, given to me by Crystal Rowe to share on here. So it is a cat, see, 2 of them. So this is a little, it's called Bent Creek Classics, the White Cat. So if you're interested in this, I just want you to tell me what pets you have. I'll be looking for the word pets. Since it's the same, we're not going to do numbers. So if you have pets, you don't have pets, or just share a little love pet, since my pets are quite often mentioned in my videos. So, and Opie is snuggling down next to me so that I can show things. So he is definitely a little clingy guy. All right, another thing that I do on my channel is my featured friends, and I'm so excited to share Sheila's, sorry. I'm so excited to share Sheila's. I'm popping a picture in here. It's the Green Coat Santa by Teresa Kogut. She got it from the Patreon group that she belongs to with Teresa Kogut. I hear so much good things about that. I love that Santa. With that, we're going to jump into my stitching. So I have one finished for this week, not fully finished, but it is one of my Gather Round series that I have, which is the club that I belong to for hands-on designs. And this is the second one in the summer series. So this is called Gather quilts, I think, or gather butterflies. I don't know. There's one more. There's one more that I will be bringing at you hopefully next month. And then work on finishing this. If you notice, like I go through I finish a lot and then I don't finish a lot. And we'll talk about that in as far as like goals. We're gonna talk about that later. So, all right, my stitching for this week. I bring to you my queen, which is my summer queen for Mirabilia. This is what she will look like when she's fully finished, or not when fully finished, when she's finished. It's stitched on 28 count love letters by Collar and Cotton. And this is where she's at. She looks so good. So what I concentrated on this week was, this is a blended color here. So I got, this part is done other than beads. So I started coming over here. I'd love to get this outlined, and like you can see, this is all outlined. So then it's just like, there's some speckled stuff in there, so it's not just straight up fill in, but sometimes I like to do big chunks of outline, and it just lets me see how much further I have to go. And that's kind of where I'm feeling at for the last week of July. Let me get the rest of that outlined and see what directions and how to break up the remaining in August, because this is going to be a finish also. I'm so close. It looks so good. One of the other things that I stitch on, I don't know why I got the ums today, is I pick a piece that I focus on for the month, and for the month of July, my focus was this beach trio. I have one of them done. So I have this one done, and I'm working on this one. I'm super excited about how much progress. I don't remember where I was last week, but I got some progress done on this. Look at that house. It's so fun. So definitely all of this is completely filled in still. So I definitely have a lot more work, and there's a couple little things here. I see myself making some good progress. So one of the things that slowed me down a little bit in regard to this thread a day is this was supposed to be white. Well, I'm using white fabric, so I feel like I'm going to pull out like a super light blue color, like a white blue color. I'm going to check out my DMC card and figure that out and get that added in. But I do love, this is a fun one to stitch. It's block coloring stitching, so it kind of just goes fast. The next piece that I pulled out for this week is my Bent Creek. Look for the beauty. I changed all of these colors, and so they're kind of like just it's like my thoughts of like what my kind of favorite colors are, which are fall. So I didn't really test. This is my first, kind of really my first. So this is where I'm at on it. I'm super happy with the progress. During this week this was a whip go goal. So this everything here, this flower, the word everything, the word in, and that was what I got done for the whip go call. So super happy about this. And I'm like a true cross stitcher. I'm like, I don't think that's got much left to do. When you look at that, I've got the leaves on the flowers there, the big house and grass element, but this really is coming along. So who knows? I think it has one more spot on my whip go board. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes. I switch one pile to the next. So my next piece was just something that I've been toying with. I wanted to play with it a little bit longer. I haven't worked on it very much. And with all of my queens disappearing, I think sometimes like maybe this is what I'll do for next year. I don't really know, but I kind of lean into it a little bit. So I'm talking about Carolyn Manning's Colors of the Season. I definitely, the one time I stitched on this, I did enjoy it. I enjoyed it even more, and it becomes like you don't want to put it down kind of thing because of how they pop up. So I stitched a bunch more, like 500 stitches more. So and somebody on here probably knows like how many each one of these little diamonds are, but off the top of my head, I don't know. So I did love this. This is the only one I have started. So if I decide to do this for like a seasonal thing, I would probably before the end of the year get all 4 of them like into a starting position so that it's, I don't know, started. So that was kind of cool to work on and see. Yeah, I do dig them, and I know we're only halfway through 2023, but I definitely think about 2024 plans because there's things that I change it up, do a little bit of creative stuff on here. My Gabby, that's the tap tap. She's coming over to get some 11s. Okay, baby. And I have to take a WALK as soon as I get this recorded. She is, yeah. All right, my next piece that I worked on, another Whip Go Call, is Away We Ride by Blackbird Designs. I know at StitchCon, a bunch of people mentioned they were doing this as a stitch along. I don't know what the hashtag is or any of that. But more border work is what I did. More border work. So this is stitched on a piece of Brandy's Bestitch Me 32 count mystery. So basically what I did, I finished this here because that means like the continuous here is this color and here is more of this color. So it's like I'm jumping back and forth for that reason. But I did find the full length across, so that's kind of cool. Just working on borders there. And I love the colors and I love how it's looking on here. So that is definitely, I feel like that I got the Whip Go done for the month of July. That was 1 and 2, and put those away and we'll see when they come back out again. My next thing that I worked on, it was already started, but I did a little bit of work on it. I have certain stitches that I do like seasonal stitches on, just to keep variety. Like I have like different reasons I stitch on everything and it pulls stuff out. So one of my seasonal stitches is this series called Gathering Berries. It's called Gathering by Luminous Fiber Arts. This one's the summer one, Gathering Berries. And basically I almost have the box done. This is 40 count. So one piece of the called forward thread, and I'm just boxing it in. We'll see. I would love to, this is definitely something I would like to focus on this week, to try to get this done, because I try to do, like I pick a seasonal focus for every month. It's like a smallish piece, but this 40 count, I don't know what I was thinking, but I have one more in this series that I'm doing. She has more in the series that I'm not doing, but that's where I'm capping it at this little thing that I can change out seasonally. My next one is my categories of Mill Hill Monday. So Mill Hill Monday I just did not have the time to dedicate to it, and I'm so close. I'm so close. So this is my Mill Hill. This is my daughter's zodiac sign, and this is where I got to. Let me do it like this. This is where I got to on it. I am so close. So the beading it's upside down. The beading is, can you see right there? You can. See, there's beads here. I got to finish these beads across here, do this little bead combination down here, put the little charm on, it'll be done. So when I come at you next week, this should be done. Should be. That would be glorious. I have another one that I would love to say would be done, but it's a should be. We'll see how it progresses. This is my Wicked Wednesday. Opie, you're okay, you're okay. This is my Wicked Wednesday by Tiny Modernist, the Halloween calendar. I am on block 30. Again, this week was just a little bit rougher on me, so a little bit busyness, but he kind of looks creepy. So he will definitely be done, and we'll see how far I can get into block 31. I had a goal for this to be done by the end of July. We'll just see where it gets to. The next thing I do is Festive Friday, and I am doing the seasonal ones. So for Festive Friday, I'm doing Hands on Designs Liberty Chock Full. I am just doing the little pillow down here, and I was, again, so close to getting all the white done, but I didn't accomplish it. So there's a connecting thing here of the white, and then I'll be jumping in on some color on this. This is a 32 count Monaco that IT Coffee dyed myself. Oh, the other one was a Brandy's Bestitch Me Chalk. So that is my stitching for this week. I'm probably going to be changing up those categories, the Mill Hill Monday, Wicked Wednesday, Festive Friday. I've been thinking like, what do I want to do? Because I just want to, I think I have one more Mill Hill kit, so that'll probably stay at least until that Mill Hill kit's done. Definitely in 2024, I'm thinking about, I was running these through the kids, Lizzie and Colton, like mini Monday, Whimsical Wednesday, so I can like do a grandchild stitch every week, and Festive Friday. So keeping that one in there. I don't know, I'm tossing it, but that's kind of where I'm leaning, so that I can just do seasonals, something for the grandkids, and a small that I keep in my rotation every week. I don't know. All right, so what else do I have here? So I have a few more things. I am one of them that jumped on from Keepsakes and got myself a tiny town. So I did get the Anytown Tiny Town. I will be changing up a tiny bit on this, but just like the names. She gives an alphabet in there so you can change it. I know my stitching store's name will not fit on that flag, but I don't know, changing that up. And I actually bought these little buttons that come with it too. So super cute. And I love this little sticker that they did. Love it. So that was a tiny bit of haul. Opie, I hope you don't knock things down. The next thing, I was at Joann's with my daughter picking out fabric for one of my work partner that just retired. He has a new grandbaby, so I want to make like a little baby quilt for the grandbaby, and he's got a 6-year-old grandson that I wasn't into this, so I'm gonna make him like a pillowcase. So anyway, I was picking out stuff there and I saw this, and so I went ahead and picked up my Halloween 2023 just cross stitch, and I haven't even really looked through it. I got it, I brought it home and set it here because I'm just not, my mind is not into the Halloween stuff just yet. And last but not least, I won a giveaway on Running with Scissors. My friend Kelly, I want to share on here because everyone for Weekend B at StitchCon kept showing that they got this floss from this dyer, Wonderland hand-dyed fabrics called Mock Turtle. And when she said she was giving it away, I was like, yes, please. So I joined it and I won it. And she also sent a book that was given away at StitchCon Weekend B. So I was super excited to get this because this colors just look beautiful. I can't imagine how cool the fabric looked for this. And I look forward to trying that on one of my thoughts for next year. Again, thinking about thoughts for next year. So we'll see where that goes, but super excited to have won that. Thank you very much for that, Kelly. See, even us Flosstubers have things that we like jump in and try to win because something that we want. Anyway. All right, so what do I have for this last week of July as far as plans go? This is kind of interesting for me. I have plans to I've got some finishing up things I have not got done. I have not finished my goals for the month of July for And a Forest Grew, so that is definitely on the list. You're okay. I'm thinking about August plans, which arbitrary August is something that a lot of people do. I'm gonna do that with the twist. I've got a wheel that I think I'm creating of arbitrary to restriction of some pieces that I just want to get my hands on. So I'm gonna allow myself to do that in August via a wheel. When it spins, I think I'm gonna give 3 days per spin or something. I don't know. I got a week. I'm still focusing on that, what I want to do. I know everybody probably knows Melissa from, I've got it written down, Pinkerin Pumpkin Quilting. She does this thing on her blog every week where she says get her done section. So she'll report out this week what she wants to get done for next week, or this week, excuse me, what her goal is to get done for this week. And then when she'll come back and she'll say, did I get it done? And then here's my goals for next week. I kind of dig that. I'm a box checker offer. That's how I just roll and how my brain works. I've been walking this dog every day because a group of my friends have this habit achievement thing to where we check in with each other. So accountability, that's just kind of how my brain works. And it's not I know there's people out there don't tell me what to do because then I won't do it. For me, I'm telling myself what to do, but I'm accountable to somebody else. So I kind of dig that, and I have been walking every single day because my accountability thing is 7,000 steps. I would love to get back to 10,000, but I gave myself grace to say 7,000 right now. So there's that. So I am thinking about, I may start sharing with you all what my goals are to get her done, and to-do list, whatever. So I'm thinking about that. We're going to see if I'm courageous enough, because that takes courage, because if I put it here, then you are my accountability people. And I'm like, what if I fail? But you know what? There's things that I fail at all the time. So anyway, I didn't have it together enough to do that this week, but it's something that I feel like for arbitrary August, I'm going to give it a shot and see what I can do and let that be done. So if that is it, I know I'm rambling already, but I'm going to talk to you about my personal stuff. So I have got a tiny little notes down here so I don't remember, because I love popping pictures in here. So I have this cute little picture of Ozzy and Opie hanging out as Opie was healing and Ozzy was taking her bottle. So it was too cute not to share. I had Ozzy a few days this week where I just snagged her for a few hours and gave Mama a break. And then I also have a picture. The kids finally announced it on social media, so I can share it here. Yep, the kids are having another kid. I'm gonna have a second grandchild, 13 months apart. I am so excited for the kids. It was a whirlwind. I'm gonna give this a little bit here, and then we'll end you with a couple other things. So as you looked at those beautiful pictures of their wonderful little family, we did go through a whirlwind, and it's really something that doesn't get talked about a lot. So I'm gonna dip it here, and people will probably resonate. So we did find out that in early May that Lizzie was pregnant, and during Memorial Weekend we went through a roller coaster of they thought they had a miscarriage, and it was yes, very, very, very emotional. So then we're prepping for, could have been something wrong with the baby. Lizzie did nothing wrong. You beat yourself up over that. And the doctor called, and she was like, I'm going to keep my appointment for the Friday after Memorial Week to because Lizzie had questions. So they went in, and the doctor was talking to him, and basically they said it didn't sound like Lizzie had been in enough pain to have fully miscarried. So the doctor was like, if you don't mind, I'd like to take a peek with the ultrasound to see if you started your miscarriage, and I need to help you finish it. So yes, that is what they agreed to, and the doctor takes a peek, and Lizzie was not looking because she did not want to see her, she didn't want to see that. All of a sudden, the doctor swings the camera or the monitor around, and she said, so right there's your baby. So then it was full on body cries of, so you can see, emotional roller coaster. But because of that, the kids decided we're definitely not saying anything else about this until we get past the first trimester. So first trimester is done. Grandbaby number 2 is on her way. We don't know if it's a her or him yet. I notoriously say her. This dog right here gets called a her all the time. So to see, the baby will be here in January. So 13 months apart, and baby is doing great and healthy, and morning sickness is pretty much over. So yeah, we have a lot to go. We have a long ways to go, and it really will be here in a flash. But I am excited, and yeah, grandma number 2, and I have 707 days left for retirement. Nobody's counting over here. All right. With that, to wrap up my last weekend, I want to tell you the kids went on my son-in-law works he's a mechanic for a Land Rover Jaguar, a dealership here locally to us, and they had an event called the Defenders event. So basically they took the Defender is a product for Land Rover, and they took it out mudding for the day. They had a great time. Even in their young age, they're sore and tired today, but they had a great day. So since they were doing that, I had Ozzy for a whole day. I'm telling you, I was one tired grandma last night and slept like a rock after having her. So anyway, I'm starting to stumble all over myself. I need to get off here. You've heard Gabby go tap, tap, tap a few times. She is ready for her walk. So let me wrap up this with you this week. I hope you have a wonderful week, and keep kicking this summer heat if that's what you're experiencing. Keep taking care of yourself in the heat. Water, water, water. All right, so I'm getting out of here. Keep stitching, enjoy life, and I'm sending you so much love. Bye.